Hey folks, I'm Josh Veal.
I'm Randy Johnson.
And I'm Seamus Young.
So, last episode, we found out that we couldn't get through a door until we busted the administrator of this spaceport.
And shot
So we
20
did that.
people.
Well, let's not dwell. So, yeah, we have assisted in corporate espionage and busted some executives and gotten other executives to testify about the one executive. It's all very confusing and best forgotten.
I've already forgotten it.
Yeah. Who are we talking to?
I don't know. He was there and he wanted to talk to me.
So
I thought he was going to
now
assist
we're
me
gonna
in
go
procuring
get
a car.
our space car tank, and
I have authorization.
and we're gonna go drive around some ice
Yes, that's
cliffs.
genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Wow, killing her and just opening the door would have been so easy. I would have felt bad for a few seconds, but it would have been really easy.
You would have felt better by the time you would have forgotten all about it by the time you got outside and had to fight these robots.
What
That's
is
it,
that
you
can't
could
be a
have
bad
doing
thing.
in here?
Really, you could have killed her and then blamed it on the Frogger robots.
So does this come to
Oh, hi
us
there.
as a surprise to anyone?
No, that's bad, Caden. Those things kill us. We don't want them next to us.
Oh, it's pretty cool how they like flew across the room.
Hey, Liara, you're hurt. That wouldn't happen, Liara, if you do use barrier.
And then how did our tank get here?
Yeah, I was just about to ask
Like
the same
parked
thing.
in the garage, not just like dropped off by the ship, but very clearly parked in the garage. Someone put it here and pulled it into place. Whoever that
Once again,
was.
Joker is an asshole.
Yeah, Joker, you
He landed it here after we walked in.
I guess I always just assumed that this was their Mako. Not that that makes much sense, but it makes more sense than... I guess it doesn't make more sense than Joker being an asshole, because we know he's an ass.
Okay, so we've done the red sand planet, and now we're doing the ice planet.
So this is very engaging. Driving around on ice cliffs. Did we like fall into a sci-fi version of Fuel or something?
Oh, that's very true. This is a lot like Fuel. Just driving. Why are we here again? Is that a Mako beside you? Or just a vehicle?
No. That is a vehicle that weighs significantly more than 2 pounds.
Notice how it is in non-working function. Makos never break.
So, I guess the Geth had a lot of time to set up military defense turrets. Does that strike anyone else as odd?
Yeah, what was their motivation for doing so? Especially considering, yeah, why is all this stuff here? Considering when we get there, not to spoil anything for everybody, but when we get there, the place is filled with Rachni. If I was Benezia, I would want my killer robots around me, between me and the Rachni, not guarding the snow.
So
from
why don't we just
tourists.
watch a cutscene?
Was that our first? No, we fought those before. There
Yeah, we
was
fought
no
'em on
reason to show us
Terra.
that thing. Yeah.
It's just that particular armature was way cooler than most
Cutscene
of the
worthy.
armatures we've killed.
Well, if you noticed, he was like ordering around that one other Geth, so they wanted us to see that he was the man in charge. Also, it's been a long
The
time
man in
since I drove a
charge of the
Mako.
one
This
Geth.
is... I do not feel as confident in my Mako skills as I did last week. Yeah, speaking of which... Ow. That was harsh.
God, how many
On the upside, that
Geth
shot was
did
pretty
she
good.
have in those crates? How many crates did
I
she
know.
bring? Was it just like a procession of shipping containers going through customs?
I especially would love to see the size of the crate that she had that Geth destroyer in. The poor guys on the loading dock.
Oh, this is bad.
Uh,
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Yeah. Who's awesome? I'm awesome. Ooh,
Like, if
Mako
there was-
driving.
If there was something this far from the hotel, you'd think it would have its own landing pad. So that you didn't have to drive along the cliffs of doom to get there.
I still don't understand
That would
why
be
we
too
couldn't have
convenient.
just been like, we're a Spectre, we're here, we're under your defense grid, Joker, go drop me off by the base that we want to go to.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, he could have just cloaked the Normandy. It's not like they'd be able to track him.
And even
I mean,
if
what are they
did,
gonna
what
do?
are they gonna
Shoot
do?
at what is confirmed to be a Council Spectre? That would be suicide. Your defense turrets, they do not concern me nearly as much as these cliffs.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome if you fell off the cliff at the very end?
Although I suppose these defense turrets do make a good case for why you couldn't be dropped off here.
Really?
that
what
and-
are we afraid of the defense turrets by?
Well, that and the fact that Joker hates us.
Hey, it's level up time, which means lift. Why? Because lift.
Really doesn't need any other explanation.
You still don't have any points in jerkiness.
Yeah, but now we can make people float away as we shoot at them.
Adrenaline boost, you go there.
Nice of the big cargo door to be like motion sensitive.
So, more Geth in containers, more Geth unpacked from their boxes, and set to guard a garage.
You know, we should have asked the customs agents, you know, did the ship Benezia land in, was it like a giant squid? You know, at least 2 kilometers long? Did it make any annoying sounds?
Was
Did you
it
notice
a
any,
tugboat
like,
for a giant series
holes
of cargo
being
containers?
blown in your walls
User
anywhere?
alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage.
I'm glad somebody pre-recorded an announcement for that.
Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface.
Upgrade kits. I love it when people leave random devices full of
We'll need to get main power.
ammo laying around in their garages. Or it's
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want
Good
to keep
question.
others out.
Just more random ammo. This one's going to be Omni Gel. Or not! Oh, that was close.
Hey, look, guys! More elevators.
A red elevator. That's exactly the color I would make my elevator, is this red light shining in your face when you get on the elevator.
It represents that the station's damaged. I mean, that's logical, right? Star Trek, I mean, anytime the ship was under attack, everything turned red and really hard to see.
And then consoles started blowing up in people's faces.
That was my favorite part. I love it when people design their ships to make them self-destruct.
The only thing we could use to make these consoles is dynamite.
I guess we finished the fight.
You were compelled.
Why do you
to
guys have
holster
assault rifles
your
out? You're terrible with
pistol.
assault rifles, both of you.
The formerly extinct Rachni.
So I feel like rushing the fucking bombs was not necessarily the best idea we've ever had.
I don't feel like it was too terrible. Look, no one really got hurt.
True.
And now we have awesome cover. Please come up here where I can see you. Thank you.
The Rachni are an interesting race. Like we were saying earlier, they got into Citadel space when somebody opened up a mass relay, and they just came pouring out and tried to kill everyone, and they very nearly conquered the galaxy. And it's never explained, so like we don't see them use technology, but these are, you know, these aren't like what the Rachni used to be like.
I think they
We
were
don't know, did they-
supposedly like capable of surviving in a vacuum, so.
Yeah, but how
Or
did they
they
get
are
through
mentioned to
space?
have had ships, so I don't know. I do like how when you're exploring this area and you get attacked by these weird insect things, like it's building up to this big reveal that they're actually the Rachni. But the minute you see one, it says Rachni.
Yeah.
So it's like you as a character don't know that they're the Rachni, but you as a player know.
Which is especially confusing a little bit later when they tell you what a Rachni is. And the character knows and the player has no idea because you haven't been reading the codex entries.
It's their form of role reversal. Everyone likes role reversal.
The codex was a great touch for them to add. I'm very glad they put that in the game.
I wish that
I loved it, but I would forget to read it too often.
Yeah, I wish that like they put more of the information they had in the codex into like the game somewhere, where you could like figure it out in like conversations or something.
A backup power system, Commander. Must be for the safety.
I think I would have liked to have an icon that let you know there was new unread codex entries, because you'd get an entry at some weird, awkward moment where you're busy doing a quest or talking to somebody, and then I'd forget about it later, and then I'd come back. Then I would pay attention to the codex, but then you've got like 20 unread entries.
Hey, it's a big elevator. I wonder what it's taking us to.
Isengard?
Can you imagine the guy that has to start this every morning? He's got to do the Towers of Hanoi puzzle at the bottom of a well every morning.
Yeah, so this hasn't been in every BioWare game ever.
Come on, mouse.
I used to know the mathematical algorithm for solving a Towers of Hanoi puzzle the fastest possible, but I don't remember what it is now.
I think Randy's doing it. I haven't seen
Yeah, I
any.
think Randy's got it.
I haven't seen any wasted moves.
Nor will you.
It looks like you're
Plays
trying to
triumphant
restore
music
this
for
facility. Would you
Finishing a
like help?
logic puzzle.
Oh crap, pop
How do
up.
I shut this thing up?
No, that would have sounded so much better if my character had said, oh crap, pop up, not how do I shut this thing off.
I know.
Commander
Another one of
Shepard,
those moments
I
where
work
you
for the
wish your
Citadel's
character
Special
actually
Tactics
said
and
the thing that it tells you you're
One
going to
moment,
say.
please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate
Everybody
secrets
can just
require privileged
confirm
access.
your Spectre
Privileged
status
access is
easily.
only available to binary Helix executives.
I like
The
how,
system
like,
is ready to process queries. You may
this is
access the
Saren's
holographic
company,
interface
right?
within
He's the
Peak
one that's
15.
telling these people to do these experiments. But he's also made certain that, you know, Spectres can access the computer logs and records and mess around with the core no problem.
User alert.
That's a really
The
good
tramway
point.
system
It
is
seems like he
currently
would not
inoperable.
want to just let other
I need a
Spectres
status
in.
report. What systems are down?
One moment, please.
Like, I mean, it might be some sort of legal precedent, but I mean, what is a Spectre gonna do if they run into a VI in a place like this that won't let them have access to privileged files? So complain, run back to the Citadel,
Report complete. Do you have an
yell at the
additional
council
system
to
status
investigate?
That's all I need right now.
query? Very well, Commander. Logging
Actually, if it's
I don't know, I
coming,
feel
you
like my
probably
solution
blow
would
it
be to
up.
shoot stuff.
Main reactor shut down.
Yeah, you
in
probably don't
accordance
want to
with
do that, they'll
emergency
just start blowing
containment
things up.
procedures.
Yeah, one would
Manual
hope
restart
that
required.
Conan is the exception and not the rule.
And it wouldn't be a video game if we didn't have to go and turn on reactors to open doors.
Are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
That's like the story of this planet, isn't it? There is a door that you can't get through. Go find a way around.
Come on, guys. Come on, take the trip. Take the bait.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment
Ow,
procedures.
why are you guys letting those
Manual
bombs hit us?
restart required.
At least you're not running
User
forward at
alert.
them.
Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Last time I was taking cover, back in that awesome room. You're at heal. Thank you. Elevator. Again. I wonder, guys, do you guys feel like making fun of elevators in Mass Effect has been done before?
Yeah, I was just sitting here
User
thinking,
alert.
I have
Main
nothing
reactor
new to
shut
say
down
about
in
the
accordance
tedium of
with
these
emergency
elevators. I
containment
have no
procedures.
new way to
Manual restart
express
required.
how tired I am of these things. Even the jokes about how tedious they are have become tedious.
Oh, the conundrum.
On the upside, there aren't that many elevators on Theros or Vermeers, so...
But this place is like all elevators all the time.
Yeah.
So I'm going this way.
Yeah, now you're going to actually turn on the reactor.
Yeah, this part of the game kind of mixes it up a little bit. Now you have to do a
User
thing to
alert.
open a door to do a thing to open a different door. to do a thing, to go back and open the original door you wanted to go through.
It's like we're playing Myst all over again.
Manual restart required.
Except, you know, we don't spend 3 hours trying to figure out what the hell sort of crazy logic went into this particular puzzle. We just run around clicking buttons.
And shooting
Omni-Tool 3. You guys see this? Omni-Tool 3.
What?
It's
the
not as
hell?
good. You know, it wasn't as good as Omni-Tool 2. I thought it really lost the appeal that the original had.
Look at how powerful that thing is. I've never seen this before. I feel like I just looted a bug.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you might have. So I'm pretty sure there's a Geth Juggernaut on the floor just above you, and he will shoot at you from the balcony above your head.
Yeah, he fooled me once when I played. Never again.
Charging up.
The auto level up is throwing all of the arrows points into
Main
throw and
reactor
none of them
shut
into
down
lift.
in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
That is a laser pointer. And those are rockets.
Wow. They actually have this really fortified. They've got you kind of in a crossfire, and they've got elevation on you. Oh, and they've got numbers. And they've got rockets. But I guess this kind of makes sense a little bit, because they're supposedly defending themselves from the Rachni. Although it's not clear why they would be defending this place when it no longer has any strategic value.
Obviously, Saren expected you to come. He just doesn't want you to turn on the reactor.
Once again, if I was Benezia, I would have these Geth around me. Even if she can handle the Rachni, it would probably just be nice to have them, you know, keep the rest Rachni off you so you can have a moment's peace.
Well, she did bring a team of Asari commandos.
They
You probably trust
wouldn't
them
mind having a
more
peace
than
either.
the Geth.
Yeah.
What are you stalkers doing in there? Dying,
They're
apparently.
like humping the door.
That's the last of them.
I guess they were really afraid of me. They were like, oh my god, we gotta get through this door and hide from him. Hopefully he won't see us.
Look out, it's the main character.
Don't let the PC see us. Caden, don't snap your neck there, buddy.
And back to the hub room again. But I think we're on our last door now.
Yep.
That's the last of them.
So all of that was to get through this door.
Yep. Now we can take another elevator to where we actually want to go.
That was awesome. I had a loading screen getting into an elevator, which is basically a loading screen.
Decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants.
Oh yeah, and then we ride the elevator and then we ride the tram. That's right.
Inadvisable.
Yeah, I take it back. This is the worst part for elevators, not the Citadel.
Yeah, just because there's so many of them. And there is just that little bit of time it just takes to, okay, the door open, get the party in, get the door closed,
Who are locked
get
in?
the thing moving.
Oh, those guys. Those guys are locked in. How did they get in there?
Connections restored. Processing
Apparently-
new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
What's this about loose contaminants?
Why not?
Dangerous biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber. The tram station
She
has
says
been
as
sealed
Arachni
in
is
the
right
interest of
behind
crew
her.
safety. Activation of the fail-safe
Oh,
plasma
so
jets
that's
is
what those are. Those are
recommended
biological
prior to access.
contaminations. That makes sense.
They're like super giant
How do I
viruses.
activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination.
I feel like that's where I'm
User
at.
alert. The
It
fail-safe
is.
system is currently inoperable.
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware
This is a
fault in the
lot of
control system.
effort
This
to
can be
talk here,
repaired
considering
on-site
that it's
using a
just 2
standard
Rachni.
Omni
Like,
tool.
going through an awful lot of effort here
That's
just
all
to
I
kill
need
2
right
Rachni.
Very
Yep.
well,
And you
Commander.
can't do it because your
Logging you
decryption
out.
skill is too low.
Control group, loosen them. They're in
I'm sure I'll ding by opening up this junk bin.
the tunnels now. Sorry. The leads couldn't get
Come on, don't fail me now. Oh, Caden, you have failed me. Caden, your electronic skill, it fails. Alright,
not
just
electronic.
open the door.
Subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
Tell me what happened here.
No, this isn't what I wanted at all.
I'm sorry,
Go
but
back.
I need a more specific query.
That's all I need right now.
I think you can just press the
Very
button
well,
on the door to
Commander.
open
Logging
it, can't you?
out.
That would make some sense. Oh, it requires decryption. Oof. Yes.
So what happens if you have no
Nice.
decryption characters?
You just tell Mira to open it, I assume?
And the game punishes you by making you go through a 5-minute dialogue. So. But we went through it
I-
anyway.
Dumb bombs.
That's how they took over the galaxy. They sent a bunch of walking bomb bugs.
So, yeah, the Rachni do the suicide bombers infinitely better than the Geth and the Geth's husks.
Yeah, the guess husks, you know, they just mosey about, and then maybe sometimes they'll run at you, and then they'll take like 3 seconds to suicide bomb you. Those bombs just run straight at you and bam.
What they would do if they were smart is make it so that if they died, they went off.
Okay, so, this is a train, and I think we can call it here. Next episode, we're going to finally get away from all the damn elevators, maybe, and go figure out what the hell Benezia's been up to.
And by go figure out what you mean by that, what you mean is, I'm going to kill your mother. Where you at? Your mom. She dies. So after we get done killing your mom, maybe you and
Starting
me
at
gonna
20.
go get something to eat.